this. Come on. Back over here.
Commence primary ignition.
Hey, this is Okitahi. I play Dr. Pershing, and you are watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
Yay!
Best.
And we're live.
Hello,
And we have
people.
Special guest sitting in for Spencer. Good old Ashlee.
Oh, I love our names. It's so great. I had a good laugh when I logged in.
Well, yeah, I was going to probably make Spencer spinach again just for the hell of it. But since everybody was like, that looks like, when I had it say Spinsa, they're like, that looks like spinach. I'm like, no.
It's not. God.
Anyways.
Get with the accent.
Bad Batch finale episode. Yay.
Woo! Over.
Honestly, they went easier on me than I expected them to.
Yeah, I felt they kind of went a little light on the ending.
Yeah.
And make it less traumatic for the younglings that might be invested.
Younglings being all of us.
Yeah, at heart, right?
That's what we were talking about. It was because the little ones, they don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The language that was coming out of my mouth for a good chunk of this was like not kid friendly. So thank God I don't have children. But
I was kind of surprised by the prologue. Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever they call it, the after scene.
Epilogue.
That's it. Prologue would be before. But we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah.
But I felt that other things were going to happen to certain characters along the way, and then they didn't, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think our Bad Batch bingo sheet for the last episode totally went off the rails. I don't think most of that stuff. No.
I was like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Nope, that didn't happen.
And Spencer's right. Ashlee is greater than spinach.
You said you were going to bed.
He was supposed to be doing other stuff, not paying attention to this.
Celebration tickets, my friends.
What? Is there something going on? Did we miss something? What happened?
Your mic's a little low there, Dave. I don't know if you're on the right proper mic.
I might be on the wrong mic. Let's see if I'm on the right
Check
mic.
your mic settings. You're a little hollow, sort of distant. But yes, Spencer is well invested into the whole process this afternoon, which I appreciated.
Oh,
although
yeah,
I was able to get in before him. So I actually had.
So you're going? Congrats.
It's a year away, so that could
I know, but the fact that you're able to, I've got in the queue for funsies. Honestly, I definitely cannot go, but
literally, I'm going to have to put in time next week for that for a year from now, just to make sure there is no conflict.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I do things at my jobs. Yeah.
It's not like that's the official time frame, but I'm just going to be like, I'm jumping the gun on anybody else trying to be off at that time that may conflict with my time. If they're going to say no to somebody, it's not going to be me.
That's why you do it first. That's how I do it with everything. As soon as it's available, as soon as the next.
Usually, it's not an issue. Like I was able to get tomorrow off, but there is someone else who is in the theater, in the office, so they'll handle what's going on. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit more to deal with than a normal Friday for him, which I kind of feel guilty about. But the option that I had to go see episode 3 somewhere very cool could not be taken
somewhere where you're not allowed to
lightly.
tell.
Well, I will have to sign an NDA, oddly enough. And I think that's just for the building. I don't think I mean.
Wait, for something that's already been out for like
25 years. Yes, I think it's for the building. I don't think it's for the movie itself.
Oh,
I think it's for the where we're going to see it and what may be there. I have no idea.
okay.
I didn't even realize there was an NDA until Sherry pointed it out in the email that I got because I was showing the email off. But anyways, I'll be going to San Francisco tomorrow to watch a screening of The Phantom Menace at Lucasfilm at the Presidio.
Excellent. Oh, that's amazing. Love that place.
It's going to be a trip for sure, and a trip of a trip. So we're going to head up, do our thing, spend some time around the city in the daytime, go to the event, have as much fun as we can, go and hit the sack and get up early and back to the airport and get out of there. So, and then I'll have things to do tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day of that. On Saturday. Because it is actually May the 4th, there's a whole slew of things that I've sort of committed to doing. And we'll see if I can get to many of them, but one of them will be Scum and Villainy, which is legendary on May the 4th. That place just...
Do they get pretty packed, right?
They're going to open at 6 a.m. They don't usually open till midday at the earliest.
Wow.
And likely is going to be people in line at 6 a.m. to get in. JC, the owner, has talked about, the activity that culminates there as it's very kind of, it's going to be their day to make the monies.
Yeah,
so
as it should.
But
are you gonna go try and see our friends in is it Santa Anita?
Santa Anita, it's like Arcadia area, near, it's on the other side of Pasadena from here. That is a likely option, although the way that they were sort of working that with like the ticket thing is a little confusing to me.
It's their day to make the monies other than July 29th.
Yeah, true. They will be making the monies that day as well. But anyways, I'm going to try to do that. And there's one or two other things that I'm going to try to do. The Thompsons are out that way as well.
Yeah.
It is also Free Comic Book Day.
I know.
That's just, it's like, it's going to be insane. There's a whole thing going on. One of the big local comics shops. It's not big. It's known. It's a legendary comic shop. Here in LA, in the Hollywood area, is Golden Apple. And they're right like a half a block from Pink's, the legendary hot dog stand. And so in that little neighborhood area, they're going to be doing this like sort of scavenger hunt, trying to get people to go to different businesses to pick up the different comics that are available and posters too.
That's rad.
And you get a free poster and hot dog at Pink's, I believe.
Terrible.
Well, I'll be all about that.
Hell yeah. That's so cool.
But it should be an interesting time. I mean, getting back off the plane and then going directly into May the 4th festivities somewhere or another will be kind of interesting. Definitely. What are you guys going to be up to?
Working.
Oh, no.
Sadly. Yeah. But I'll definitely get home in time to watch Tales of the Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget that.
That drops on Saturday?
May the 4th, yeah.
It's everything happening.
Yeah.
It's such a weird day to drop it. I mean, just of the week, right? Because they've been doing the Wednesday thing.
Let me check. I want to make sure.
I think you're right. But
I think you are correct.
They had done the Tuesday thing for a while, and Wednesday recently, and Thursdays in the past. And Mando's used to come out on Fridays for a long time. And
it was weird. Let's see.
The fact that the fact that it's May the 4th makes sense that they're dropping it on a Saturday. If it was just a random Saturday, that would be weird. Yep. Yeah. So that's just more content to absorb. That's going to be cool, though.
Bad Batch is done. Here's May the 4th stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Give you a couple days to get over what we experienced in this coming episode, which was about 50 minutes long, which I had predicted.
Yep.
Including credits, but they did a short credit, I felt, for this one, which usually the credits are like 7 minutes long at the end of the series. But the epilogue was interesting. I liked the fact that the characters sort of have aged through the series.
Yeah.
Especially the youngest one, having her kind of progress was really cool.
But now I'm like, where does it? What timeline is this? Is this like? And she said, "Oh, okay, we'll get to that later." But like,
Yes.
where does this fall in the timeline? And
It is that, but what did Jacob say here?
I can't believe Rampart got Ligma.
Okay, here's a good one.
Yeah.
God,
Oh no!
nerds!
Spoilers.
Miga, I am your father.
Knew it. I knew
The
it the whole
Kevin
time.
timeline. Anyways, so yeah, a lot went on in this episode, and there was a lot of interesting sort of comparisons and things, and
Right.
homages to other stuff.
Yeah, that was really cool. And obviously, it goes to show you that having handrails in Star Wars still doesn't matter. It's still a safety issue.
They're still gone. It's
Yep.
nothing
Still
you-
over. OSHA's very mad at the Star War right now.
OSHA, yeah, the Galactic OSHA Council.
Yeah, they're coming for the Empire hard. Especially, especially after this episode.
I think it's funnier if it's the Kevin timeline, not the Kelvin timeline.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely. Hey, look, it's Ski Pruckle.
What's up, Ski? Yes.
Whoops.
Ski is in the house.
This is the one I was trying to put up. Hello there.
Yeah.
Yes, because Harrison said so. Anyways, that's beside the point.
Because Harrison said so.
What he says goes. That's the way that works.
You don't argue with Harrison Ford. You get the finger.
Don't want to do that. What do we got here? Let me get
out. Yeah, Jake. I mean, I think we could have had some more and some more time to tie some things up, and I wanted to. Yeah,
I mean, there was a lot of prediction that the episode was going to go an hour and a half, and I really had a feeling based on the amount of episodes that they weren't going to do that, but they could have even cut it shorter based on how long the first episode was.
Yeah.
But if they would have revisited that time frame, like a 70-minute episode to end it, would have been like the capper. But what else would they have thrown in there at us?
I had a cameo I was kind of hoping would happen.
Oh yeah,
it didn't. I mentioned it in the chat, but I was just like,
so
it would have been perfect.
When I saw the title, I thought like a Fennec Shand cameo.
I know.
It's like, come on,
yesterday was May 1st.
Cross the streams. Let the actual cavalry show up.
I felt that it was a sort of semi-misleading title because technically they showed up the episode prior.
Right. Yeah.
Because they were already there by the time that episode started. So
right, but they got more people to come and help. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly, Spencer. Exactly. The thing that I thought, like, as far as like episode titles, I thought they had mentioned what it was going to be earlier in the year, and I thought I saw Plan 99, and I know it was mentioned in the episode.
Yeah, there is the thing about him not carrying out Plan 99. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You'll see, guys.
I remember seeing a list of titles and seeing that name for sure, the cavalry one, but I don't remember if it was the final episode or what was the thing, or if they redid them, or who knows. But and they could have technically reworked stuff last minute if they really felt like it.
We'll have to ask. Somebody sit down with Michelle Hang and D. Bradley Baker next time they're at cons.
Yeah, Star Wars did some cool little snippets of them actually getting back in the studio together for the final episode, which I thought was really kind of nice to have them be able to finish the episode, voicing across from each other as opposed to separately.
Yeah, and it was kind of sad to see like Athena and Brad the producers being like teary-eyed as they were done recording. It's like this is their project. Like Dave created it, but they spearheaded the series.
Yeah, they executed it.
Yeah. And it was pretty damn awesome. I'm happy with it and hopeful we get to see more as time goes on. So
well, they've really established the animation as being a viable in terms of the content being so emotional and compelling, and it doesn't that's where you really like. I used to be like, oh, it's just animation, and it's like it's really pivoted to where it's as good, if not better in some cases, than the live action, and it's very kind of necessary to the storylines and stuff. Because you always get those people that are like, I don't want to watch the cartoons, but they have to learn.
Yes,
we'll talk about it during the episode, Jerry. But I was like, glad not. They went another way,
and I kind of felt that some characters that we saw earlier in the season really should have returned that didn't.
Well, yeah, I thought we were going to get like a whole, get the band back together kind of thing, like the Mando is like, okay, right. We saw this person and that person, and now everybody needs to team up to go save Omega. No. It's like, come on. Where were you, Ventress? Where were you?
I know.
Yeah, that was the one I was really missing. I mean, if she would have just came through for something, or even, well, no. I don't think. I was going to say at the end, in that end scene, but no, that wouldn't necessarily fit. And she would have been, old by then or whatever. But yeah, they didn't really, they didn't say like what the timeline was from the point prior to that point. So, and Rex would have been cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to know what's going on with those guys.
Yeah.
No, Jacob.
No, see, Spencer's got it more like his crosshair now with Skywalker. He's missing the hand. That's one of the family traits.
So many hands. There was hand issues galore in this series.
Yeah. Well, Echo got a new hand and Crosshair lost his hand. Spoiler alert. I thought it was
Hemlock
interesting that he could still. He could. He wasn't doing that anymore. He could still. Use his weapon though.
That's true. Study it. Learn to shoot ambidextrous. It's fine.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
So.
Spencer.
That's just not right.
Not right. Soon. Way too soon. Sorry.
Sadness. We almost lost Chewie. They did that stupid misdirect. I hated that in. That sequel movie that it happened in.
It toyed with my emotions. Honestly, I have not seen that movie since I saw it in theaters.
Oh, wow.
And that takes a lot for me to do that. I've seen every single Star Wars movie multiple times, except that one.
And you only saw it once in theaters, huh? Yeah, I had a running thing where I think the prequels I saw 7 times each in the theater on their original runs. And then the sequels, I don't think I got that far. I think I got more like 5 in of each one on their original runs. But part of it is the fact that people always want to go with the Star Wars geek.
Yeah.
So I get people, I want to go see Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, I saw it 3 times already, but sure.
So there's either a blessing or a curse to that, because people are like, oh, you've seen it so many times, I don't want you to talk through it. Or, yeah, come with me. I know you'll want to see this. I'll have company. So it's like the best of times and the worst of times.
Oh, this part's cool. Wait for this part. What's he going to say?
I know people like that. Hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Wait, isn't that what we do on this show?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes, but they can mute us.
Oh, right. That's okay.
But when you're
hopefully
in a theater,
they've seen the episode already.
Exactly.
Again, if you haven't seen this episode, watching it with us might not be the best option.
But when you're in a theater and you're just sitting next to this person and they're like, making like pointing things out to you, and it's just like, no.
Yes.
But,
Oh, okay. Skip is in it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Jacob says, "Who knew his PTSD would be cured by being Skywalkered?"
Whoops.
I don't
know. Fighting over clicks.
We fight over the clicks.
The click war here.
Yeah.
It's happening.
But yeah, that's interesting. It took care of his trembling because it was only in that hand too. So
yeah.
But,
well,
yeah.
I mean, we'll wait.
Oh wait. So what else is going on with this?
It was a good season.
So many May the 4th. I mean, Jeff was just talking. It's Free Comic Book Day, so there are a couple of Star Wars comics.
Where's Mike? Mike needs to know.
There's
Mike knows.
Star Wars. There's a Young Jedi Adventures Free Comic Book Day comic.
Oh, cool.
There's another one that's just labeled as like Star Wars #1.
And is that the one with the Luke half face and Vader half face or whatever it is?
So I don't know if they're going to. I haven't heard are they starting a new series again and starting it here on Free Comic Book Day? Is that going to be a one shot and a special? I don't know.
Yeah, the Golden Apple, that's the one that they're kind of highlighting. They didn't, in their ads for this event they're doing, they didn't like really mention the other one.
I'm gonna have to look because I order stuff, like I get blanks from them when they have them, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were talking, Mike and I were talking with Lonnie about what options there were for her kids specifically, and he was talking about the Young Jedi Adventures comic and other comics that will be available that aren't Star Wars.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really as many Free Comic Book Day comics as there have been some years. I mean, some years it's just like 47. But
yeah, that event that Golden Apple is doing, I think it's like 6 or 8 that they're pushing that you can get from the different businesses around that area. So but again, I'll most likely just be interested if I make it into a comic book shop in the that one we were just talking about with Luke and Vader on the cover.
There's some stuff out there for people and definitely for the kids. There's a Pokemon comic. I think this is more for like people my age. There's the crossover that's going to be the crossover with G.I. Joe now. There's the Energon universe that G.I. Joe and Transformers are going to cross over.
The Hasbro universe.
Yeah. Well, they're calling it
toy company universe
because there's still G.I. Joe, and the original storyline from Larry Hama that he created in 1982 is still going. So that storyline is over here, but the Energon universe is now their Kelvin timeline. They have a new written by other people.
Speaking of Larry, were you not in close proximity to him recently?
Yeah, I love him. He's so great.
Got that photo?
So, I got a photo from Larry. I got like 3 different things signed.
Oh, and then you did the cover, right? Or not the cover, the sketch card.
So, no, I got like a full blown like 8x10 sketch.
That's awesome.
Yes. I needed that. I've been trying to get that for the last several cons, but I've been like way down his list and he hasn't gotten to me. But he got to me this time. So,
but you weren't even at the con anymore, right?
No, that was the thing. I now have Larry Hama's phone number because he had to call me because I had left the con. I thought he wasn't going to get to me. I was gone, and I get a phone call, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. Yes.
See you later, Jacob.
So yes, he is a little irate at me because I left the con without checking about on the sketch, but he is going to ship me my sketch.
Well,
that's so cool. I got one for my ex for a birthday gift, and I got Snake Eyes for him.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty damn awesome. He ended up shipping it to me, but
cool.
He's a cool dude.
See, now Dave will have his shipping address as well.
Oh no. No, it's fine.
Yeah, but no,
That's rad.
I got it was a cool one. I didn't tell him what they were doing, but is this the sketch he sent me a preview? Is it Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fighting?
Nice.
Ooh, that's gonna be cool.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Saw that. So, but anyway, the Energon universe here, there's different writers and artists now who are doing this whole separate timeline. They're starting with number ones, like they're doing little mini series on Duke and Scarlet and Cobra Commander and all of those, and they're this kind of new timeline and new story. There's a Ninja Turtle one, some little like Unicorn Crush and the Witches of Brooklyn. So there's lots of kid-based series ones in there. Doctor Who with the new Doctor.
They should totally gear that stuff towards kids to get them into the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and then you get like super crazy. There's Asterix. It's like, what? We're giving it to the French people now?
My ex-girlfriend was from Greece, and she was all about that.
I mean, I've seen it, but only in French. And then this is a throwback thing. The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Comics. That's still a thing?
It's still a thing.
Oh.
It comes out every year or every couple of years. Cool. So, yeah. I used to get it whenever it was available. Like I pre-ordered it through previews when I worked at the comic shop. So,
see, I never got like the like I have the one that's that thick.
Like yearly or something.
Yes. So it's like updated. They update it as things happen, like major events happen and comics and stuff, and it's like Wizard, but on like a grander scale and just kind of. So when Wizard went out, it became like even more so of a place to go to find your worth in your comics. So, yeah.
See, Sherry, that's the thing is you got to find what comic stores do what. Is normally I'm very lucky that there is a comic shop, my local comic shop that I go to when I go. They do this upright. They set up tents in the parking lot and bust out like dollar boxes for miles. And
they really want to clear stuff out.
Well, they do that, but because they're doing such a big event, you get every free comic book day comic. Everyone. You just go down the line. Boop, 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 boop. Whichever ones you want.
So, yeah, it's usually like a limit, one per person. Yeah.
I don't even think this place does that.
Yeah, they must order so much because you have to. The comic shop has to pay for every issue.
Yeah, so, they're not free to the shop.
Yeah, it's free to you, but. Yeah.
We're now a minute out. Everybody, get your Disney Plus queued up for the final episode of season 3 of The Bad Batch. The final season, the final episode.
Come a long way.
But is it?
Hey, Ray. Yeah,
we're just about to jump into the episode, so if you haven't, bring up your D Plus and queue it up, which I didn't do.
Sounds like Hulu when you start it up now, which is totally unnerving to me.
Like, why doesn't
the icon is that weird green, which always throws me off.
Yeah, it's the same color.
I think they should have just made Hulu like Disney instead of Disney like Hulu.
Yeah, Disney Plus is like a flagship.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then I've been having this weird issue with my Disney Plus on the browser. Half the time it makes me put in my passcode twice.
Weird.
It's weird. Into the
See, I can't use it on my browser because then it blacks out StreamYard because it thinks I'm trying to stream Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's weird. I know that there's sometimes you get that kind of thing where like it won't let you take a screen cap or something.
Yeah,
but
I swear I'm not.
Well, this just blacks out StreamYard entirely. even if like a video comes up, like if I've got IMDb up in another window and like a video comes up in IMDb, it's like, nope, buy streaming.
That's funny. All right. You guys queued?
I am queued.
All right. We have the timestamp ready to go. I'm going to hit the 10-second countdown and we'll be watching.
Teal. It's teal.
Yeah. I really wish they would, for every Star Wars show, they need to run a saber through that line.
I just hear Red Letter Media now when I hear this, when I see this logo. Lucasfilm logo.
I thought it was interesting the way that they did the helmet thing here at the beginning, where normally it was very bright red, very bright blue.
Yeah, same with the Star Wars logo. Yeah.
And as it progressed to that point, it faded to like a gray.
Yeah.
And now you get this kind of grayed version of the Bad Batch logo.
Well, and yeah, they were trying to hit the drama like immediately.
I know. I was having an absolute panic attack at this point. I was like, oh God, what does this mean? Like,
and it was
we saw what happened in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It was reminiscent of that.
And again, right here, as soon as they said the cavalry has survived, I'm like, Ming Na win. Ming Na win.
She owes them.
I was going to say she could redeem herself with Omega.
Duck around in the swamp for her. Come on.
Oh, I got my
Rekka!
Let me switch over here to my headphones. I like to be able to hear it. I got in the habit of listening to it while I'm watching or doing this. So,
yeah, Lonnie says Bad Batch logo all in black, like their armor.
Yeah, very reminiscent of that kind of deco. Up here.
I love how the Empire has like the ability to just destroy a planet, suit it, like terraform it to their needs, and then just abandon it. It's fine.
Yeah,
let's
Star
track
Killer Base.
out of here.
We're just leaving. We're
collateral
done.
damage.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
Like you destroyed an ecosystem, destroyed a planet, and you're just like, okay, bye.
Yep. It probably extincted a few species. These guys would have been a pretty intimidating pair if they were actually working together.
I know. Too much ego.
That's true. This exchange has kind of got that in it.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know.
And also, like, Hemlock's a weird dude.
Oh, he's very weird.
Very weird.
His whole like mannerisms and the way he speaks, it's very bizarre.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Ray. Something to watch on.
Yeah, but it may be too far out, but not far enough out. You know what I mean? I don't know if we'll get it. It might be more likely if we got like a little wrap up or something in San Diego, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
True. The timing would probably be more likely there. They would I would think they'd be pushing newer things and then the anniversary of things for celebration.
Right. Is I think Bad Batch is going to be by 25. It's going to be not far enough out, you know. So it's like when you get like a 5-year anniversary or something.
I think Michelle and Dee will both be there, so it'll kind of be like an appreciation.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool. Michelle makes for a super fun photo op, right, Jeff?
Yeah, if you can finally make it and then actually have any time to spend with her, which was it was such a blink of an eye thing.
Oh, cool.
But she was very cool and very happy about it. She, the photo came out great.
Aww,
and Mike did some quick photoshopping out of the barrier between us. So it was kind of a fun little thing. And, the group of us, and we had to pay twice for that photo, didn't we?
I think we did because there were
more than
us.
Yeah, there was more than 2 adults or some nonsense. Yeah.
Well, and Flat Jason.
I was going to say, I'm surprised they didn't try to charge us extra for Jason.
Jason.
So
No props in the photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, here's his R2.
I saw a photo today, a photo op that someone had taken with like Matthew Lillard and another member of the crew, and they had brought a cardboard mystery machine, and it's like
nice.
him and Lillard in the
sticking their head out the window or something.
Amazing.
That's
oh
fun.
my god, I have to look that up. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that's genius.
I love this. That little tool she found. She can use it for everything.
Yeah,
Droid
it's like
hacking.
I have a sharp stick. I can
Yeah.
now rule the world.
I love how Omega is like the best of each of the Bad Batch.
Right.
Yeah.
She's
She's
technological,
picked up so many things.
like Echo and tech. She's calculating like Hunter. She's fun like Wrecker. She's precise like Crosshair. She's like the best of all of them.
Yeah. She definitely picked up their better traits and capabilities.
I love this little baby thing. So
This
cute.
is great with the droid. The droid's like, I'm coming for you, lady, and you don't even know it.
Stabby.
Whoops.
Boom.
And you're down. That was some quick acting to acting right there.
Yes, right there. I love how self-confident she's become.
Yeah, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Totally.
She's very much about this is going to happen and let's do it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I was not expecting the hypo spray, whatever, I was expecting it to just like bulldozer or something like that. But I said, no, we're going to sneak up and
Yep.
boom,
Just
we're
knock her out and move on. And I love how them escaping falls on her. Since Emery is out of the room, she didn't get to be, the one in trouble for it.
Hey, we have company in the chat, you guys.
Oh no!
Hello,
Hi,
Leilani.
Leilani.
You just missed us talking about your event on Saturday.
I will do my best to make it out and say hi to you guys.
Yeah.
I will not make it out there. That's
Dave.
I will live vicariously through you, Jeff.
Exactly.
Maybe I can live stream from there and post to the page. That would be fun.
Cool.
Yes.
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot going on that day. There we go. Tika's in the house.
Woo-oo.
We need more Jawas in the Bad Batch.
That'll be fun.
Were there any Jawas in the Bad Batch?
I don't think I've seen Jawas in the Bad Batch.
No.
Did you guys see that trailer for that? Is it a game?
The new thing,
I forget what
with
it's
the
called.
little critter thing on her shoulder, and
There's a whole bunch of characters that were interacting in like a trailer, and they had a pair of Jawas, one on the other's shoulders, like dancing around.
Oh man.
And I was like, for a tall guy, that would be a cool Jawa costume. Because I would not feel right being a Jawa, be a giant Jawa. Not that there aren't giant Jawas, I don't know. But traditionally you see Jawas and they're
Jawa.
Oh, that's true. But traditionally you see them and they're much more, smaller in stature. So if you could do an outfit that would look like one on the other's shoulders, I think that would be fun. I might have to work on that. Get some help from a Jawa.
Awesome.
A giant Jawa would be fun too, I guess.
See, I love the music in this.
Yeah, this is scored so well.
It's Kevin Kiner and his children, his son and his daughter are also composers, so it's like a family affair.
Yeah, it really is appropriate and so Star Warsy.
Who brought the baby in his
Yeah. Damn baby.
It's always the baby.
Oh, I meant to make a cheesy meme comparing the Zillow Beast to Zillow, the house website.
Zillow.
I haven't. Maybe I'll get to that after the 4th.
Hilarious.
Ray says that he once got yelled at by Warwick Davis for being.
Where's Mikey? So I think Mike and the Trekkie are exhausted from clicking refresh repeatedly tonight.
Well, we got a lot of the Trekkie. Was it the Trekkie? Oh, she's talking about Spencer, of course.
She's
right?
talking about Spencer.
I was thinking about the anti-Trekkie.
Yes,
because we saw a lot of him today in the chat.
he did.
But Mike got himself a 3-day earlier.
Nice.
Kareen got herself another VIP, I believe, yesterday.
Dang, good for her.
Because she was in the VIP pre-sale.
Fancy pants.
And when I got in, there was VIP as an option, but when I clicked on it and continued, there was no longer. So, also didn't need to spend $900 if I could help it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mikey, I'm surprised he's not floating around. What are we fighting over clicks again?
Oh.
And Spencer's like you said.
Ray got VIP too. Sherry says, I remembered I could get free Disney Plus with my cable, so I can watch now. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There's your timestamp right over there, so you catch up with us.
See it above me.
Cool.
Yeah, we're 10.5 minutes into a roughly 40+ minute episode, 50-minute episode.
So congratulations to everybody who got tickets to Celebration today. It's amazing. This is definitely the group to help guide you along. So
yep. And
you will see a number of us there.
Yeah.
It's a big group. Woo! We got 65,000 members as of this week. So I'm sure it's going to jump again before the weekend's over.
I would think so.
Oh yeah, easily. Because now they're going to be asking the real questions like flights, and hotels, and food, and conversion rates, and merchandise, and all that fun stuff.
Well, we don't have the graphic approved, I don't think, because it's not on here. But the graphic was done today. We've got a news desk coming. Okay, news desk is coming May the 11th. I think
next weekend,
next Saturday. And it's going to be, so you just got tickets. What now?
Yeah, what do you do now? How do you prep for the rest of the stuff?
So you should really tune into that if you're a new person with tickets and stuff like that. That's going to be hosted by Spencer and our friend from Star Wars Sith, Tony.
Yeah.
So really got the knowledge out there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he does a lot of great informational videos that, it's good little tidbits to pass along. 10th.
Dang, Ray.
This will be my 11th if I actually make it to Japan.
I've been to 2. Anaheim and Chicago.
Oh, really? You never went to any of the Orlando ones, huh? You've only been to one, Dave? What the hell?
I've only been to one. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that?
Anaheim. I was only in Anaheim.
Even though he's closer to Orlando and Chicago.
Yeah.
And Indianapolis and Denver.
I know. Like
it had just started becoming a possibility in 2017. So
yeah. Well,
I just
remember hearing about it in late 98, early 99 and being like, that sounds kind of cool.
Well, I mean, I was new enough to the deal. I don't know that I had ever heard of it at that point.
Yeah.
Like the first 4 or 5, I don't think I ever heard of.
Right. Yeah, they were a lot lower key. And Star Wars in general didn't have the same kind of attention.
Yeah.
It did in a sense, but it didn't as widespread and as kind of like everybody comes out of the woodwork now. And I'm like, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. It used to be sort of like a weird taboo to tell people you were a Star Wars fan.
Denver was the first one. That was the mud pit, from what I hear.
Yes, Denver was weird because I've been to 10, all the U.S. ones. Sans one single day I've missed. That day was the first day of the first one, and that was the worst day of the first one. So it's sort of like I don't really regret it. So,
it just works out in your favor.
I'm just I got to hear about it firsthand from people that I knew that were there, and everybody else in line and whatever with us. But you know, that was the first time I met a handful of people that I conversed with and daily online, like in bulletin boards and stuff back in the day, and IRC chats and stuff, and actually meeting them in person. And you know, we got to experience that together and have met up at other ones since then, and other things as well, just like the people in this group.
Yes,
exactly.
That continues after 25 plus years. It's kind of cool.
I love how, like, when the Zilla piece appears, it took me a second, and my boyfriend was like, "What is that?" Because he hasn't seen later episodes of the Clone Wars. He just saw like the first couple of seasons.
I think it's like, massive too.
That is the Zilla beast, and he's like, "The what?" And it's like, okay, Filoni likes kaiju. Come on.
I love what they've done with the audio in this. Is you'll go from the Zillo Beast scene, everything, and it's so loud and everything, and then they
cut it. Yeah, that's silence. Yep. I thought the use of the Wilhelm scream right there when the Zillo Beast starts to escape was very well used.
So crazy.
Gotta love the Wilhelm scream. Here's some more of the intense Hemlock
and his weird hand.
Yeah,
we never find out what's up with his hand.
He gives me curly from Mice and Men vibes with that glove. He was very weird about his hand and trying to keep that one hand safe. It could be. I was thinking that we were going to see something happen, like it exposed as like a cybernetic type hand or something.
Either that, or like they were. You know how they were taking samples from the kid's hand.
Oh, like you would.
Yeah.
Have.
They started it with him, and
or some sort of weird mutation. See now here too.
Yeah.
Like when they showed the back of his, the back of the first one's head, I was like, that kind of looks like Crosshair's head. And then I'm like, well, are they going to show us? Are they going to tell us? What are they going to do? And these are one of those characters that I was very kind of upset that they didn't dive into a little bit more, give us a little bit more information on.
If we had seen that these were like, Clone Force 100 or something.
Yeah, like a clone of
right.
Crosshair, because they did experiments with Crosshair too.
Right. I was thinking
then Tech disappears. Yeah, exactly. Sherry. Tech. Yeah. I thought they just brought Tech back, and like they did with Echo, and experimented on him and made him part of this.
I kind of was thinking that as well. I was also thinking that those guys may have been made up from multiple sources. Like they could have elements of all the Bad Batch combined.
Yeah.
Because they are very like worthy adversaries, and they have a lot of skill.
Right.
So I was like, well, they shoot like Crosshair, and they do this like so and so, and they're like that like such the other guy, and it's like, well, but they may have to revisit that somewhere else at some point. I don't know.
Well, I think our ending that's coming up there, they've left some room for some revisiting.
Oh yeah, these are some tripped out weapons. I love when they bring in variations of things we've already seen,
like those crazy laser swords.
Oh, well, you get the vibro blades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly, Sherry. I mean, that's pretty cool.
He gets pretty vicious with that yellow sword. Then this guy's like there. He's like very much like he could be a Tech, or not a Tech, but a Crosshair clone. Look at that. Wow. He's doing some speed runs. Yeah. See, they're all like well versed in whatever weaponry they use.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's like a clone style Knights of Ren.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that thought as well. The way that when they showed that overhead shot of all of them, I was like, that's very reminiscent of Knights of Ren. Blah. But they have so progressed with their the elements, like the smoke and the lighting and all the different textures. And ooh, see, I was worried about Wrecker right here.
Oh yeah, I thought he was going down. I thought this was it.
Yep.
Oh, and then here it's like every little move they made. Look at that. That's so fucked up.
Oh, this is so bad. So bad.
And it's like, the ultimate humiliation to like a sniper is to remove his ability to do his job, kind of thing.
Skywalker.
Yeah, he needs a droid hand as well. Maybe Echo could let him borrow his.
That's right. Whose turn is it with the hand?
Who needs the second hand tonight?
Yeah.
Omega getting these kids out and getting them to safety, and then running into Emery and Echo is just like, so cool.
I appreciate the team up here with Echo and Emery as well. They work pretty well together.
I got some like couple vibes by the end of the episode. I did.
Yeah, they were sort of coupling a bit.
Well, again, this is some of the future that they left off, as you see.
But wouldn't that be somewhat incestuous?
Yeah.
Clones on clones.
Probably so.
Mike knows. Where's Mike?
Mike, we have questions.
We need your input.
I would. That probably won't work.
I love all the the homages throughout the episodes of Omega doing her recon, very reminiscent of all like the Alcatraz style movies, and Shawshank and everything, getting in the wall or whatever, going through the passageways.
The baby is just like, I have my toy.
Yeah, he doesn't give a
He caused so much trouble in that wall, and babies.
Well, here's the thing. None of these children used the Force in this whole.
Right, they're training with whatever Force abilities they may have with the games, and then they just sort of are luggage at this point.
Because it doesn't teach them how to defend. It teaches them how to use knowledge and feel to solve.
But you think there could have been a point where something was like, it was more of a dire situation and they sort of needed to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be nice. Why aren't we writing these things? Come on. This is so wrong.
I don't know. Probably couldn't do half as good a job to begin with.
I'd have written it. The thing would have ended where, Omega has to save the rest of the Bad Batch and goes all like fire starter on them.
Oh my God.
Just loses it.
Everyone loses a hand.
Yes.
For Crosshair. For Echo. For Luke Skywalker. Who's Luke Skywalker? I don't know. We'll get to him later.
I thought was interesting was the comparisons between Tantus and Pabu in terms of that structure.
Yeah. I was so worried here. So worried.
Thought they were
I mean, this would have been an even darker place to take it than just killing them, is turning them.
Yeah.
And you have to kill him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
like, that would have been a darker place. Then you end up like, Indy going against Short Round. It's like, I love you, Indy. No.
I thought that he was going to pull Elia Kane and do what she did to Dr. Pershing while enjoying biscuits. Crank up the thing and just fry him.
Right. For Panta Baba.
Well, that was a whole arm, so. And he didn't get a replacement as far as I know.
No. Wookiees only take arms.
No.
Yes.
That was a lightsaber move. The Wookiee move was what was it? The lizard guy. Where he
Oh yeah,
Black
when
Chrysanthemum ripped his
Wookiee
arm off.
pulls off the Transdojan's arm.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
grow back.
it. Yeah, he's a lizard. He can get a fresh one. Pew pew pew.
See, why were a minute ago they were using stuns and now they're just like over it. It's like, nope, screw it. Nope.
Yep, he's progressed beyond that. I'm noticing that as well. I was like, oh, okay. It's more serious now.
Alan was like, "Are they just collecting guns?" I was like, "No, maybe. I don't know. What if blasters malfunction?" And then they went
Yeah.
here, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah.
Why'd they let Rampart out?
Yeah, well, he did help him get there.
Ugh.
Yeah, but then, what's he going to do? Yeah.
He gets his just desserts.
Rampart's a
Indeed.
punk bitch. Forget Kylo Ren. Rampart's a punk bitch.
That's a t-shirt right there. Rampart's a punk bitch.
Put it in our bash to not offend the children.
There you go.
That's it.
And if you know, you know, right?
Don't offend the younglings.
Ugh. You are not telling Echo what to do, loser. Sorry.
Hey, he's missing this lovely hat. He should be wearing this hat.
Yeah.
This was a good speech right here. The Echo speech is this is like the Bill Pullman Independence Day speech.
There we go. I'll stand with you.
It's like, whoops, I didn't know this blaster was on kill. Oh well. Keep firing. Fine. Wait, you're a clone. You know how to shoot that. Yeah, I know. Too late. Yeah, before this episode was over last night, I was like, oh, damn, now I gotta dye my hair blonde. It's cool.
All right, the way Nala she talks was getting on my nerves for a little bit. It's like, whoa, come on.
That whole cadence has always been a weird sort of thing to listen to.
But the thing is I think she's just like half a beat off from the one in the movies. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wait. Like, you're trying to do that, but I think you're just...
Why leave him alone? Seriously. Either one of them.
Yeah, that was a bad plan.
Grand Moff Tarkin. Why does he look like Matt Lanter? Like,
I think that was a planned thing.
Yes, thank you, Lonnie. I totally agree with you. And this woman's after my own heart. Like,
yeah,
honestly.
that was. I mean, the Echo episodes that's like our introduction to. That's the earliest part of the Bad Batch, right? Is Echo was before even the rest of the Clone Force 99 stuff.
Yep.
And that was some good stuff.
Yeah.
The original Bad Batch stuff was also like cut from. It was something they had talked or thought about doing and sort of conceptualized, but didn't go on with it, and then revisited it later and brought it back, which was a really good option. I love this. She's like, I got me a Coke. I'm good to go. That's a Batu joke. Not a very good one.
I got it.
Yeah, I did too.
For our viewers at home.
Click.
The whole point of this.
Their thumb on it.
This whole thing with the iPads controlling everything is just sort of odd to me, but not that bad, but just odd.
So that's so much blood samples, you guys. So many blood samples.
Yeah.
Well, they've been taking their blood every day because it changes on a daily basis.
Depending on what they feed you, maybe.
Yes.
Lonnie, he was up to blackmail. He didn't want to be part of the Empire anymore, but he wanted them to pay for it. So.
Yeah, he wanted to come back and hurt them or whatever somehow, or get his Project Necromancer.
And though, like, Nala Say has been out of commission for a while, like, honestly, her pressing that button was smart.
Mm-hmm.
She knows she's too slow to fully escape, so.
Well, she's more concerned with keeping the data out of the wrong hands, which is a noble thing. So.
Yeah, like I said, Rampart's a punk bitch. He gets the weak side plots because he's a weak man. So. Oh, this part stressed me out so much. These stupid walls, I swear.
This whole thing was very much like the Bad Batch training thing.
Yeah.
The way that this stuff moves.
It's a danger room.
It's the floor is lava room.
Omega in the walls.
I do like the armor design on those whatever troopers.
The odd batch.
Yeah. And they have lots of interesting weapons. So, ooh, stabby stab.
No, bro.
That's a pretty powerful blade. That if it goes through that metal thing, very kind of. Yeah, she should have took it off stun. She should have been the one to take it off stun.
No.
Child abuse.
Yeah. No. We don't know. The Empire does not trust the Cloud. Like you shouldn't either. That's that's when Skynet becomes self-aware and bad things happen.
Yeah.
They have a droid somewhere for that. They don't need the Cloud.
Yeah, it's like everything's backed up on what's the place. But because with the end, it's all backed up. What's the name of the planet in Rogue One?
Oh, yeah, Scarif.
Yeah. Everything's backed up on Scarif, but apparently these guys were too super top secret and can't do it.
Yeah,
not Jeddah, but the one where the Empire.
Yeah, Jeddah was where Saw was, and Scarif was the beach planet.
It's where we first heard of Project Necromancer, right?
Oh,
isn't that where we first heard the name?
On Scarif, yeah.
With what's his face talking about it?
What they talk about at the end in here, just a minute. What Tarkin says to do with all the funding.
Well, Rogue One is all about Stardust.
Yes. But do we hear Necromancer there too?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep. Love it. The San Diego planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like the Bahamas, I think, but
it's the Hawaii planet. Yeah.
These guys are pretty wicked with their moves. Uh-oh. Hey, we saw his face. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But he's obviously just a clone at that point.
Yeah.
This entire everything. It's like, is he gonna die? Are they gonna kill him?
I know. It's like, I swear to God, if they kill Echo, just to toying with my emotion. Yeah, they mentioned the Darksaber there too. Yep. Rogue One rewatch. We need it.
Maybe coming down the pike. You never know. Depending on we still have 2 new rewatches or watch-alongs coming up, but after that we have a little bit of break between.
Oh, I was so nervous for this.
Then an Acolyte.
They gave him roid rage. What the hell? Okay, the smoke is still here. It's in a whole room.
Yeah, that yellow stuff.
Out.
It's heavier than air. It goes down. It doesn't come up.
Yeah, it seems like some people were totally immune to it.
Plot armor.
Wrecker doesn't need no med patches or whatever they were trying to give him earlier.
Yeah. And just like
pew pew.
But this was like you set up this whole crew of these guys that are just badass and cool, and then them. No, we execute those suckers. We put 10 holes in each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no explanation as to who they or why they are or whatever. That's a little bit of a disappointment, but
well, it's like they do that. It's like now that's like, are we ever going to get an explanation for Marok? Well, we might, because
in 7 years,
Tales of the Empire, right?
Mm.
Didn't we see him in the trailer, or somebody that looked a whole lot like him?
I can't remember. I just remember Grievous from the trailer.
Yeah. We'll find out on Saturday.
Indeed.
I know. Like,
we need no spoilers for 2 days for that.
I was like, they could have gotten on the ship and gotten the hell out of there, because God knows they've already been tortured enough. But they went to fight with their brothers and get rid of the Empire, and they just end up dying. It's like the worst. They're not disposable.
So not only do they have child-size handcuffs, they have handcuffs that will accommodate a child and an adult at the same time.
They're interlocking. They fit accordingly, and just
right.
Yeah.
You'd think Omega's wrist would be a little too small for the average-sized ones, but whatever. They're the Empire. They know what they're doing.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Wrecker has been through some shit in the last few episodes.
Yeah, he got worked.
He got blowed up on Pabu.
He's got that slash thing across his chest.
Got beat up by like the giant kitty cat kaiju, and then now this happens. And what made him think that was a good idea?
These atmosphere effects with like the way that the rain and the steam and whatever was interacting with the jets of that ship. It's amazing.
So good. Take that back.
Well, and the lightning effects.
Yeah, all the lighting and dark and the textures, and that's really that adds to the drama. And I like how the fact that
guys, he's actually yelling.
The fact that they their hair is affected by the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely was feeling we were going to lose somebody, and probably Wrecker at some point in this.
I love how they have complete trust in her now.
Mm-hmm. They know she knows what to do. They've taught her well, and she's absorbed everything. But
I thought she was going to stab his cuff thing, but I guess the leg is as good as anything.
I thought she was going to try to pick the lock.
Yeah. He'd know.
But that would be too obnoxious or whatever, take too long. Wow. Should have shot him in his funky hand and broke the binder at the same time. Then we could have seen like sparks or something, because it was a robot hand.
OSHA, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Don't step too close to the edge is the rule. Look at that. It's like not even thigh high. It's like a calf high rail. Like that would make you fall over more.
Tripping hazard.
Yeah. Yay.
And I love how she hugs Crosshair. Because
little brother. Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Look at that lighting. It's crazy.
Yeah. They just got beat up, but it's fine.
They're worse for wear, but
I think it's because it shows Crosshair worked with them, and though she knew he had PTSD, he went back and he did what he could to save her.
You do it.
I mean, it showed the bond that she had there is and it works out because how much
it's crazy
we don't see Crosshair in the next the epilogue or whatever, as we're seeing her with.
I love the timing of this though. Like they just barely got out of there before Tarkin shows up and the shit hits the fan.
Tarkin, that's
fuzzy bunny slippers.
Yeah. Can't see his feet, they're in shadow.
Steven Stanton back again. Hey, he's got your hat, Jeff.
The Empire is really getting like diverse here. There are an awful lot of female officers in new stuff compared to like the originals.
True. Project Stardust.
Yes, and you heard that, and it's like, ooh, he said the thing. He said the thing.
He's talking about the Death Star.
Death Star.
But
exactly, Lottie. He looks around and was like, "Oh well, give us the money. Let's go do something else."
This the thing though is they kind of removed what they've been doing the entire time, which is this whole thing is to explain somehow Palpatine returned. But
this is like a stumbling block in that whole process.
Yes.
Space sushi.
Which is good. Yeah, it looks good actually.
You're gonna have that at Galaxy's Edge soon.
They did have some kind of weird sushi thing in Oga's for a little while.
Wish
that hasn't been there in a while.
Instead of the charcuterie board.
It was like I hate that thing. It was like pulled pork or something instead of like your traditional sushi. It was interesting.
Okay. Pulled pork like California roll sounds good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they only had it for a short time, I think. I think we tried it, or I tried it once. See, now I was missing Batcher through that whole thing.
Yeah, they said at one point we should have brought the dog.
Yeah, that's what Wrecker said.
Yeah.
And I felt there were points that she could have really came in handy, although putting her in peril wouldn't have been ideal, but still. She was, she knows that area.
More gasp, so they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it.
Yeah, like then that could have been another thing. Like, is the dog gonna die? John Wickham.
I would have had way too much stress on my hands.
Yeah.
I was already worried. So.
Yeah, keep her safe. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's a big ship.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where it got the animation and they went a little too fast. Like that ship takeoff was one of them. I was
it was
that's a little too neat.
Rose a little slower.
And then one time, I think when they're chasing stuff by, the stormtroopers run by like Scooby-Doo, all like lean forward and just
A lot of times I notice that type of like timing when they're doing like a distant shot of somebody jumping around or something. It'll be like way too quick, but I guess they're trying to make up for the how far you are from the camera or something, or the camera is from the action. Whatever we want.
Yep.
We can just take a nap under the tree forever. The Empire will never find us, and then the Empire pulls up. He needs a new hand.
Blown up this planet once.
Give this man a hand.
There you go. Man a hand. Get that man a shield. Get that man a sandwich.
So I was like, is it what?
Yeah, I thought for a minute. It's good that this went quick, because if they had done a post-credit scene,
I might
have lost my shit.
Yeah, because somebody will shut it off because they don't expect it. But
one thing I've noticed with the Disney Plus shows is if there's something going to happen post-credits, they don't do that. Well, like in the browser that I usually am watching on a browser.
Like the countdown to the next episode.
or they'll shrink the shot and have like a bigger thing with it in the corner. They won't do that if there's like a post-credit scene,
right?
Which is good, because I remember there was something that they did that on, and
as soon as I saw the hair, I was like, oh my god.
See, no, I thought it
And the
was the
skull.
Wanda Sykes character hair.
Yeah, kinda.
Started it, and I was like, wait, no, is it?
It's not Fee. It's too blonde to be Fee.
Right.
Well, see, I was watching in a darkened room, and I couldn't tell. It was just the silhouette of it.
I want to cosplay this so bad. Like, just.
She totally looked like somebody else right there.
Do it.
Yeah, I need to get that jacket. And she's got pouches.
That will be on her universe shortly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, we women knew, right, Lottie?
I am sorry, I do not identify people well by their hairstyle. It is not the way I roll.
I was not expecting.
Looking more at the silhouette.
The new age ponytail thing going on with Hunter right now.
Oh yeah, this little man bun high in the back thing.
Let's go.
He's looking very Keanu and 47 Ronin right now.
Yeah. And that looks like
You just said the thing. That is my new favorite thing. No, not Darth Bane. Keanu, old Hunter.
Oh shit, that would be cool.
Live action.
He looks just like him right there.
He is almost 60 in September. He's gonna grow all that hair back. So
they've left the door open.
Well, we have Trinity coming up in a month.
So excited!
See, that'd be the fun. Is the Acolyte overlaps because she's old and this and that, and they come in.
Oh yeah,
we don't know how long live she is, and they're like, "Do I know you? No, you don't."
And then just shut the door.
We're done.
Shoot, done.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed we didn't get more from the others that are, like Crosshair should have, I don't know, maybe been around or something.
So
or walked
I
up
don't
as she was
know
leaving
if
or something.
they did it. I don't recognize enough. I would have loved for them to have picked like a distinctive ship from like Rise of Skywalker or something that appears.
By the way,
this it, and maybe they did. I don't know.
Gonky lives.
Yeah,
Gonky lives. We need that on a shirt. I was so worried.
Now we got to watch the fleet scene in Rise of Skywalker and see if
this thing
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird little ratchet wings.
That'll be the new HasLab.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Oh,
but when
I don't think it has the feel yet, though.
It doesn't.
When she said that the rebellion needs pilots, I'm like, is she gonna go meet up with Hera? Is Hera with her? Like, I was freaking the fuck out.
I was looking again. I told you I was watching it in a room that the lighting wasn't good. I was watching to see if that was the Phantom.
Yeah.
I was. Is it?
Yeah, me too. It was like insane, and I'm like, oh, damn it, it's not the Phantom. What the hell? But it would make sense.
Right there. It's like what?
Hera calls her up and says, "Hey, old friend, it's Hera Syndulla. Remember me? We need help in the rebellion. I know you flew out here to get us, to help us out in Ryloth. Can you join me?" And telling you, the door is open.
Well, the door is open, and the timelines are right. That could happen in Ahsoka, could it not?
Yeah. Hey, Lonnie, can confirm.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got shorter hair now, though.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting. Well, it would have to be like prequel stuff to see Dr. Hemlock in live action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Anyways, I'm just looking at the credits here. Stephen Stanton, Governor Tarkin, and Stormtrooper number 1.
Yeah. That's awesome.
What's up, Dave? You just joining us? Coming in toward the end.
Yeah, so episode is done. Whoops, not lap. Oops. Oh. Reset. There we go. Remove.
Why bring back Asajj from the dead for one episode unless she too might show up in live action? We have so many questions. So many questions.
Well, that's why I was thinking she was gonna. Oh, okay. Well, you can ask that too. Isn't here right now.
So. Well, ask Spencer. I'm sure he'd want to tell you.
Well, I'm just saying, we have announced that Leia's brother is going to be on the family vacation.
And Leia.
And Leia, which is creepy on many levels, but not this one. He'll be great in his post. So Leia's brother will be on the virtual Cantina family vacation this summer.
Yes, his first signing.
Not in Japan per se, but on the family vacay.
Closer
which is you got that in there. Where'd I put that? Which is sold out.
Woo-wee.
So if you slept on trying to get full trip tickets for this coming July, early August family vacation, you are too late, unfortunately. But you can still attend some of the bits and pieces of the events.
Yeah, that's just the full trip. The full trip, the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's still our day at Disneyland. You guys can show up and see us, and all three of the signing events that we'll have, there we go. Heroes of the Filoniverse and all those.
With our new announced guests.
Yes.
I am excited for Eod. I want Eod on my Boba Fett helmet easily. I need that.
He does lots of good.
Galen Howard.
Yeah, he was that the receptionist.
Yeah,
when he has an appointment.
When we did that, when we made these graphics, and I saw that, I had to go back and rewatch that, and I was like, I totally didn't remember that, but then when I watched, it's like, that dude is hilarious. I need that.
He's very dry.
And Ray has a very good point. Autographs at the family vacay will be cheaper since there is no Star Wars celebration tax on top.
Yes. Yeah. If you want to pay a celebration tax, you can pay it to me. It'll be fine.
Dave will be taking tips at the door.
That's right. But yeah, it will be, and we've really worked out, and it's going to be a much smaller kind of venue, a lot less people there. So you should have some good interaction and time with all of these guests. It's going to be really nice.
We also this week announced for the Galaxy's Most Wanted at Biggs.
Oh yeah.
Kevin and Tracy Thompson.
Kevin and Tracy. And their book, My Journey to Endor. The book is great. I love the book and their little like holographic Ewok stickers. And
I gotta still get mine autographed by them. I didn't have it the last time I saw them. So.
Yeah.
And then the other announcement we made recently for the San Francisco part of this adventure is John Goodson. ILM model maker and digital effects artist, digital artist.
Am I wrong that I think I am the most excited about the creators? Because I have been on eBay constantly, like buying ships. I totally bought a tumbler. I've got a tumbler coming.
Was it a Hot Toys tumbler? Because that thing
it wasn't that one.
Oh damn!
They all have a great repertoire of things that they've worked on or oversaw, and so that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I picked up some stuff at the con I was at. Okay, this was the cool moment. This is how I led to get what I was getting for Hal. Is I picked up a Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest DVD to get him to sign, because I love the small cons. I'm just sitting there strolling down the hallway, and there's Larry Hama browsing DVDs at a booth. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Which
you never know who you're going to run into.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was at WonderCon one year, and I was walking around in cosplay and early version of my Fat Mickey Vader costume.
Mhm.
And I'm just cruising, like you said, down one of the aisles, and I glance over in this booth, and back in the corner, just sitting there on his phone, is Daniel Logan. I'm like, okay. And I was like, hey, Daniel. And he's like, hey, what's up? Nobody else had recognized him or whatever. And I'm like, can I get a photo?
Oh,
and then let him go back to his business and moved on. So that was fun.
I was setting up my booth at Fan Expo Boston in 2017, and Drew Struzan and his wife walked by.
Oh.
And I got a photo with him. I got to say hello. He got to check out our work.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I was kicking myself for the last 10 years. Just recently, the other day in my Facebook memories, there was an event that Drew did. I think it was right around the time he retired or right before.
Yeah.
And it was like a gallery showing kind of thing, and like him in person at Forest Lawn Cemetery of all places.
Wow.
And I missed it, and I was like I said, I've been kicking myself. I did meet him though at Celebration 1. They had
That's awesome.
They had him autographing stuff, and I got like unfortunately, it was like I didn't have something for him. I didn't know they were going to do it. I just happened upon them doing it in the vendor's booth or vendor's tent, and so I got like a flyer with his autograph on it. But still
awesome.
got to meet him and get an autograph and stuff.
Yep, definitely worth it.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody, I guess it's like, thanks for joining us and watching along. Thanks for going on this ride with the Bad Batch all the way that you watched from, season
Aftermath
now.
to The Cavalry Has Arrived.
Yes.
You've been here for all of it. So thank you for watching with us and laughing and crying.
Well, yeah. What we got to announce too about things coming out is May the 4th stuff we talked about before. We almost forgot is May the 4th. We are, there it is. Jeff beat me to the click. Our new hockey jersey.
It's beauteous.
They are. And the hockey jerseys are super, super great. They are like real, genuine, actual hockey jerseys.
You've seen the dark side ones. It's just light side.
Yeah. Here's my dark side one right here.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks like it's got some like substance to it.
It is like the warmest thing on the planet.
Hockey jerseys are amazing. You don't think you'll be warm, but you are.
No, this was perfect if you attend the Rhode Island Comic-Con, because the big lines are literally on the ice in the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
That's funny.
Boom.
They don't want to take the ice out because they're going to have to put it right back in.
Yeah.
Well, now they have, like, instead of just having the boards that they had there when you were there, Dave, like those like wooden boards, it's actual professional hockey rink slats that interconnect. So there's no spacing that gets through the ice.
You don't feel the ice as much?
Nope. It's just pure plastic slats. It looks like, when you go to a child's playroom and you have those soft floors that are all interlinked mats, it's like that, except it's hard plastic over the hockey rink.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's helpful.
And when we were talking about the family vacation, we forgot to reiterate.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Sarah, who will be joining us.
Rebels Revisited regular.
Yes.
And also coming up this weekend for the May the 4th festivities is the Podathon.
Absolutely, yes.
So we'll be partaking in that. Spencer will be on. Is Mark doing
Mark
that
is
as well?
with them. Yep.
And so they'll be. I'm not sure what time they go on, but it's all day. And there'll be a couple different streams, and they'll have a lot of different guests and sponsors and
look at that
people participating.
List.
That is a heck of a guest list. That is really cool.
So it should be interesting, something to tune into. But yeah.
Oh,
no more Bad Batch.
What about going on is drop in tonight, 3 a.m. Eastern.
For the final
episode of the Bad Batch after show,
and get all the in-depth little info that we overlooked and had no idea about.
Yes.
in from Mike, John, and Price, and yeah, they are very informative when it comes to their breakdowns. And Mike basically breaks the entire episode down scene by scene. So,
Right.
As opposed to watching along with us talking over it, you can watch them talk about it, as the show progressed in sort of real time.
Well,
So.
and here we go, coming very soon. I don't know if we should spoil this or not, but just for those of you that are watching, don't tell anybody else. They're gonna do an after show for Tales of the Empire.
Wait, we kind of announced that on Monday. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry, I didn't get to watch on Monday. I was busy on Monday. Okay, good.
So it'll only be 2 episodes. Unfortunately, they're going to split it between the 2 storylines.
Yeah, that's what they did with the Tales of the Jedi too.
Yeah.
So,
right. Because they're shorts,
Yeah.
If it was, 6 full-length episodes, they probably would do 6 weeks. But, well, they would have to drop like that. But they're all dropping at once, so they're going to do one next week and one the following week.
Yeah. So don't miss that. It's good. They have good coverage on it. So.
Yep. And that's about it.
Yeah. Don't forget over the weekend, post on the page all of your May the 4th scores. You get cool stuff, put it up on the page. We want to see what you got, and we want to get it ourselves if we didn't know about it. So that's
shame on my job for making my paycheck bi-weekly. So this is not a pay period weekend. So
that sucks.
Yeah. And
FOMO is real.
Shame this on week. You, Lee's McRae College, for scheduling graduation on International Star Wars Day. Shame.
How dare them.
But think, the hats are going to be amazing. Just saying, those nerds are out in full force.
It's beneath them.
That's true. Here we go. I was feeling sort of the same way.
Yeah.
Getting last minute airfare to San Francisco. And
what, you don't want the 6-hour drive?
All those other things. Yeah, no, thanks. That would basically, driving back would basically just have ruined my May the 4th, basically. So
agreed.
We were considering doing one-way flying and driving the other, but it's better to fly in and fly out.
Yes, because those streets don't cross.
Well, it depends on which way you go. But yeah, so that should be cool. I will report back on Monday.
I can't wait to see what you guys get. It's gonna be awesome.
I don't think you're allowed to report back. I don't think you.
Well, I'll whatever I can disclose.
Whatever he can say.
Outside of the non-disclosure, and we've been speculating as to what may be going on there, and who knows? We'll see. There's got to be a time frame or something that they'll let us talk about it, but I know that there is strict policy in terms of filming and photos in the building. So I think the theater gets 0, and then some of the other parts have minimal.
Walk around, roam off the get away from the group. Say hi to Hal.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping that Hal might be there.
If you see the office with his name on it, knock.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they have the offices even I've taken almost a full studio tour except for the working areas, and all the working offices are so far embedded in the building that you couldn't get to them if you tried. So, unless where you're going and you're weaving through the halls. When you watch the beginning of the Star Wars show and Chopper's in the hallway
when they go through.
You really have to go through the maze to get there. So it's pretty.
I'll definitely get a photo with the Yoda statue outside.
Yeah, I had to get that little mini fountain statue.
Yeah.
Kotobuki.
Oh yeah.
If you've been there, it's a lot.
But there is supposed to be a Rancho Obi-Wan display of some sort.
Oh, awesome.
And one or two other things that should be interesting to look at. So hopefully we see some cool stuff.
Oh, that's exciting.
And everybody else have a good May the 4th.
Yeah. Enjoy. I'll live vicariously through all of you.
Oh yeah.
But my wallet will be safe.
Yes. You'll have to get the pick up the things later that are still available.
Yeah. Lonnie says pull a chopper, just wander off. You can't have that leg. It's for later. Steal the leg, Jeff. Steal the leg.
Yeah, there you go. If I see it, I might get it.
Cool.
Who knows? You never know. All right. Well,
All right, guys.
Cool.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Too bad the show's over. It was a good season. Made up for the sort of
They got it
lackluster
right.
season 2. I don't know.
Yeah, there were some filler episodes and things that were just like, okay, what are we doing this week? Monster of the week, assignment of the week, that kind of thing. But
yeah, we got the Zillow Beast back. That was cool. So
yeah, Kaiju's
anywho,
and all the things.
but he's escaped. So all right, well, it's about time to call it quits. So may the force be with you guys, and
may the 4th be with you
as well. Have a great May the 4th, and like Dave said, report back on the page, especially, and let us know what's going on and what May the 4th activities you guys are up to.
Yeah, definitely want to see.
Right.
Good night, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right. See you later.